Previously on episode 16, we are now at 554 LP in Challenger. Guys, if you're looking to get better at the game and you haven't seen the games yet, do not forget to check out the previous episode, which is episode 16, because we've had some good wins and we've had some losses, but there's a whole lot of things to learn from watching that episode. And with all of that being said, let's continue today's episode, which is episode number 17. The first game we played, we were playing Riven against a Malphite in the top lane, and this is going to be kind of a mechanic that no one is using at this point. Only the very people that are really good at Riven are actually using this. So as you guys can see, Malphite is actually really low right now. He's got no mana, his passive is down, so this is the right time for me to jump in, stop the shield, and go for the all-in immediately. But there's something very interesting about this. Taking a look at the current situation, we've just did a trade with the Malphite, so that means that his mana is very low. His passive is also still down for a couple of seconds, and his HP bar is around 55%. So what we want to do here is we want to flash in and stop that passive from coming back up, and then predict his flash, so that we can keep on chasing him and get the kill. So right here is when I flash into the Malphite so I can stop that passive, and then I Q into the direction that he's gonna flash into so I can stay close enough so I can kill him. This would never have been possible if I didn't flash in the first place, or if I didn't predict his upcoming flash. The game itself was a very tough one because we were being ganked and we were being completely destroyed by the enemy jungler. Despite how well I did against that Malphite and the performance of my teammates and the positioning and stuff, the enemy jungler was always around top side, so this was a very tough game for me. Since we were a little bit behind due to all the ganks and stuff, I was really trying to focus myself on staying bot lane, trying to split push as much as I could, while also trying to get the catches on the weaker ones. This Yasuo was extremely fat in this game, but Riven still always has the winning edge in the 1v1s. So right here, we got a shutdown on the Yasuo, and that was a really big one because we got a lot of gold here. Eventually we got to that point where it was all about getting that one final catch so we could group mid and force the towers and perhaps even finish the game. So right here I knew that Yasuo was in this bush, so I've gone here to 1v1 this guy, and once again Riven always has the winning edge, so this was a really free kill for us. Right after we got that kill on the Yasuo, we grouped down mid lane, we forced the fight, and this is how we win the game, and now we are at 573 LP. The second game we played, we were playing Riven against a Poppy, except we had an AD carry which was intentionally running it down into the enemy team. So now we lost that game and we are at 559 LP. The next game we played, which is game number 3, we were playing Riven against a Gnar, and the mechanic, which I've explained earlier on in the video against a Malphite, can be used against a Gnar as well. It's actually being used quite a lot in this matchup actually. So the Gnar is around 40% health right now. He knew that my jungler was around the top side, so he backed off a little bit. He then came back with a 40% health, and then I just flash in. I Q 2 times forward so I can predict his flash, and I almost got that kill. Unfortunately, he got away with 10 HP, but as you guys can see, the mechanic works very well. This game was a very easy one because I was winning the top lane against the Gnar very hard, but at the same time my bot lane and my mid lane were winning the game very hard as well. So it was just a matter of just picking them off a few times and then forcing in as many objectives as we could, and this is how we are winning this game. After winning this game, we are now at 575 LP. Game number 4 was also a very interesting one because we were playing Riven in the jungle because we were being autofilled in the jungle. So right here is when we go for a level 1 invade because we got the buffed Blitzcrank in the team. Obviously you want to be looking for some invades then, but then it turns out to be a complete 5 against 5 and we're getting a lot of kills right here. This is where I do trade myself for many other kills. Unfortunately I've almost got out there, but we're still getting about 3 kills at the start of the game, so it's definitely worth. I tried to focus a lot on the bot lane because we had a Blitzcrank on support, so he could easily engage for us and get things to work. Right here, I wasn't level 6 yet, but I wanted to dive this Ezreal very bad because the support is at base right now, so a 3 against 1 is not really that hard. We do dive this guy right here, we do get the kill, but then it doesn't always have a very happy ending because the enemy mid laner roamed bot lane and got a Q on me and basically gets a free catch. This is where I saw another amazing opportunity to gank bot lane once again. They were kind of overextending just a little bit, so right here is when I flanked them from behind. And I wanted to get both of the kills. I think if I played it differently, I could have had the kill on the Pyke as well. Unfortunately, we do not get him in the end, but what we do get is the Ezreal kill, and he was worth quite a bit of gold, so that was really nice. We were definitely strong enough to be able to dive this guy over and over again, so this is where I come in again, ganking the bot lane for like the 4th time. I start the fight by flashing on the Pyke so I could get rid of him first, so then it was all a matter of just 3 against 1ing this Ezreal on our tower and then forcing the fight. Unfortunately, the jungle was here waiting in the tribush, but that wasn't the only thing. The problem was that the enemy top laner was teleporting to the bot lane as well, so this is where I got catched off by the enemy top laner as well as their jungler, and this is where my bot lane kind of goes into the other bad direction. Another bad mistake that I've made was to go into the river thinking that I was safe enough with the Blitzcrank when Pyke is walking all around me. Obviously, if Pyke is doing things like this, that means that there could potentially be other people, so I should have definitely respect this Pyke a little bit more and just back off a little bit. This was a really bad mistake that I've made. Everyone on the team has kind of started making a lot of mistakes this game, so we've had to reform at this point and try doing good stuff again. So right here I saw the Nullus fighting these guys, so I pinged him in as hard as I could, trying to let him stay because I was very nearby. So I tried to rush myself over there as fast as I could, at least getting the kill on the Kled. Unfortunately, we don't get that kill on the Pyke. He was worth quite a bit of gold, so I wasn't very happy with the fact that he was still alive. The big advantage we've had over the enemy team was that the enemy team had champions based on catching people. They didn't really have a really good team comp in terms of like winning team fights, while we did have a really good team comp. So it was just a matter of grouping up in the mid lane with the flash up and everything, and eventually just start a fight and win everything all together. And this is how we actually win this game. So after winning this game, we are now at 593 LP. The next game we played, which is game number 5, we were playing Riven against a Kled, and this is something very interesting because this is something that not many people do in low elo as well as in diamond and anything above. Basically, you want to start making calls for when to dive someone, because right here I knew that my jungler was nearby. He was in the river, he was taking the camp. So what I did was, I've gone for the all-in, I've got the Kled low enough so that we could both dive him and get the kill. This is something that gets me a lot of kills, especially around the higher elos of Challenger, because people are more willing to listen to your calls. But this is also something that you can do if you're anywhere in low elo. You just gotta try to convince the jungler that you can dive that person under tower. Anyway, doing this call, making this call, we just got a kill for free. The Kled is also missing all the farm right here, and we're also getting platings at the same time. So this is a really good start for us. This was honestly a very easy game for us because we were winning top lane very hard against this guy, while our bot lane was winning their lane as well. So the enemy bot lane just got the tower, which means that it's better for them if they swap with the enemy top laner. But before I made that call, I wanted to dive that top laner together with my AD carry so we can make him fall behind once more, and also give the Caitlyn as well as myself some gold by getting the platings and stuff. It was a really good call. One thing that Riven truly excels at is roaming to other lanes, trying to get catches on the enemy AD carry or the enemy support or whatever. She's really good at this. Once the laning phase is over, this is kind of the thing that you want to look into doing so you can carry your game. Getting catches on the AD carry can really make the difference between winning games or losing games. Riven is also a god in terms of split pushing and then flanking the enemy team from behind. Riven's got so much damage that once you get to the backline of the enemy team, you can easily one-shot the AD carry away. For example, this Jinx right here, he couldn't really go anywhere anymore as I was flanking the guy from behind, so he had no chance to live right here. Unfortunately, right after we got that kill on the Jinx, my teammate had died. It's still okay because we're getting the rest of the kills as well. So this game is in a really good state right now. It was honestly just a very easy game, so now we are at 610 LP in Challenger. Guys, if you guys are looking to see these games full and live gameplay, do not forget to check out my stream because I am literally playing all of these games live on stream. Also, if you got any kind of questions, leave them down in the comments right below. I might answer your question. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode. Do not forget to join my Discord server if you want to talk to me because I'm there a lot. And anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode, watching today's video. I'll catch you guys up in my next upcoming episode, in my next upcoming video, as well as my next upcoming stream, man. Peace.